And welcome back to Flexible Games, where we are playing Prison Architect. Alright. Had a couple escape attempts. This guy just tried to climb the fence. So, one of the issues I'm having now is, now that I've got, sort of a set amount of population, we're starting to get differences in, like, high security versus low security. So, intermingling some of these violent little bobbly heads in with some of the calmer, hey, we're just chilling for a few years sort of people, is leading to some messy results. So I would like, if possible, to get a sort of a high security wing, sort of another cell block. So let's look at what grants that we have. We have this one here, cell block B. So we're gonna enact this one, and let's see. Government assigned 2 dog. Yeah, we're a ways from dog handlers. That's for sure. So I actually wrote out on grid paper sort of a design for the building. Well, at least some of the minimum sizes. So width-wise, I need at least 25 squares for a good set here. Oh, we got a fork. We have a fork, everybody. So, and each cell block, so these are like the minimum cells right here. And each set. So if you go from this wall to this wall, but with 3 as a walkway, that's 25 squares. And then each segment, here to here, so if you take this wall and you exclude this wall, so it's right in here, that's 6 squares. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then the next segment gets the wall, right? So every 6 squares. So if we do multiples of 6 or thereabouts, we should be able to get a nice cell block in. Having never really pre-planned one of these before, we're gonna go for it. Let's see, where do we want this thing? There's a lot of stuff down here we could probably use that for. I'm kind of partial to giving them their own, like having them do their own yard. But I don't know if it's possible to individualize the yard at all. Like, can we, in the yard here, can we, like, separate out those things? I'm not sure. I'm not 100% sure on that. I haven't seen a way with, like, deployment or logistics. Like, how do you can specify food and what canteen goes where and laundry, but you can't specify the yard and where they go for the yard. So we might have to separate out the yard time for the maximum security folks. All right. I think it's time to go for it here. We've got $51,000. I think I just got to pick a good spot because I would hate to run into problems. We're going to pause it while I do this. Let's do planning. This is a good idea. Planning is good. I'm going to want a pretty big area. So remember, at least 25 wide. And a multiple of 6. So 48 is, I think it's 6 times 8. Yeah. So there's 48. So that could be that could be a cell block right there, a whole cell block. And then we're gonna want walkways. So at least 1, 2, 3, at least 3 walkway there. And then out on this side, we could do another wing. So 25. Can we fit 48 in there? we can 25 by 48. So there would be another, that would be another cell block right there. So 2 giant cell blocks. And if we want to really make sure this is right, we could sort of plan this out. So like here, something like this, and this will tell me whether or not I just got to remember my pattern here. Okay, that's not right. As you can see, did I mess this up? Okay, that, sort of hop this around. Yeah, because the next one goes there. Well, how did I mess that up? 6 times 8. Did I mess that up somehow? Maybe I messed up with the pattern. That could be very easy. I like this planning thing. Very much like this planning thing. Just make sure every other one is that. Here. And then, yeah, that's actually off. So interesting. So how was I off on that? How much am I off? I think I'm just off like 1. Literally, yeah, just 1 square I was off by. So let's put that back up in there. We are going to take you. Now over here we can have a big shower right in here and then maybe a common room, but again, these are going to be max security guys, so we're a little less concerned with their comfort. So we're going to do 1, 2, 3, and then 1, 2, 3. Okay, so that gives me 3. At least that 25 was right. That's good. So this wall goes all the way up. And then basically, and then all of these I'm gonna have to redo. And I can do those later. But I want to get this. Make sure this is right, because it would be a pain to have to redo all of this. It would be very expensive, and I don't have an infinite amount of money. So 3 there. No, 3 there. And again, these are some pretty bad dudes, so we want to be very, very conscious of the. Oh, I also am going to need some solitary space. I'm going to need showers. Enough showering room for everybody. And let's see. Do we want them to have their own cantina? Like mealtime, this is kind of prime for violence, so we want to sort of separate them out. So let's plan on having a walkway here, right? And then we'll do a shower, like a nice big shower up here. Well, we could even do like high security and like max security. We want to actually make sure we have a walkway up here in case we need more cell blocks. So let's actually add to this. We're gonna need a really big shower because there's gonna be a lot of dudes in here. Giving you an idea of just how many, let's finish this up. These are all going to be very, very low quality cells. The only difference being some of these will have windows. Like these outside ones will have windows, but these inside ones won't. So there'll be a slight difference with quality with windows. Now, do we want to move this over so we leave a little walkway so we can use this space for something? I don't like cutting off my space there. And then this we can have that be a walkway. So this can then join up with this because we need to link the the infirmary and the laundry and all of that stuff needs to get linked up. And then for a fence, we're definitely going to need a nice big fence. The yard we will keep for a little bit. As far as this room goes, I don't know if we need that much space for the shower. Let's plan that out too. Let's see, that's shower head, space, shower head, wall. That's 1, 2, 3. So 1, 2, 3. So that 1, 2, 3. That can be a bank of showers. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Let's clear that. Move it up 1. 1, 2, 3. And then 1, 2, 3. So we need one extra there. 1, 2, 3. So that right there is a nice. That's going to be a lot of shower heads in there. A lot of shower heads, actually. So, yeah, I think I want to move this. Of course, I don't have a tool to move that, but at least we've got that down. I need to make sure that we're good on this side here. In fact, I could more easily move this one up. Let's square that line off there. Let's add one to this. This is why I like planning. It's way cheaper to do it now than it is when everything is done. So if I want to square this off here, so this needs to be 25. I think 49 is where it has to be. So 25 by 49. And that gives us a path that we can use going this way. Maybe this is going to be their yard. Keep that separate from this yard, because this, I can expand this facility. I can redo this facility. You know, maybe this will turn into like protective custody eventually. I don't know. But this, we can make this a yard. Let's just double check to make sure. I think that's how I started it. Yep. So I just want to make sure that we're good with that. And if you're playing at home, that's why I kind of wanted to do this, and to see, so you can kind of use this pattern and not have to fight the whole time. So we're gonna go there, and then I think, yep, perfect. And then I think 1, 2, 3. So we're going to have this. 1, 2, 3. So this will be the middle. This will be the middle here. Of course, actually, that actually works rather well, keeping those separate. So 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And I think, yep, that works well there as well. So yeah, keeping these separate doors will make it so there's a lot less crosstalk between the cell blocks. And I like that design that leaves us massive, because we could just plop in another cell block over here. Now, how many people does this house each? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. So that's a nice even 64 for every block. So 16, 32, and then, yeah, 64. So this will actually house a lot of dudes. A lot of them. Like more than are available. If we look at reports, intake, like there's only 11 maximum security available. So we could probably take medium security and maybe give them something extra in their cell. And I apologize for any background noise. There's an apartment in this place that seems to be getting like deeply scrubbed because there's just this rumbling that's happening in the background. So I apologize. And it's just coming from all sides, so I don't know where it's specifically coming from. Okay, so I think we're gonna have a separate kitchen. I do believe we need a separate kitchen. We need a separate utility system for this because all of the piping and all of that. So let's plan that out. You know, this is gonna be the planning episode, and we're gonna build with it later. So I want to leave some space for a walkway. That way we can have like dog patrols and stuff going around the perimeter. Let's have a nice big area for a kitchen. So there's going to be like 64 dudes over here. These tables take up 1, 2, 3. So if we do 1, 2, 3, so that's a table and a bench, right? Yeah. So table and 2 benches. And then like that. And how wide are they? 1, 2, 3, 4. So they're basically that. Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4. That seems like, it always seems like they're bigger than they are, but they're definitely that size. And we want to leave like 1, 2 spaces like that. So that's another set of tables. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, that's a good amount of tables right there. Something like that. And then let's see. How many? I'm guessing 8 people. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, 8 per table. 8, 16, 24. Each one of these is 64, so that's 128. I might need another one of these. So we're gonna, because that 8, 16. Well, I don't know. Do we need? I don't think we need this. Let's use this space for a kitchen. So we need, obviously, we actually have an exact center, which is nice. I think these are 4 or 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 wide. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's actually perfect. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's so perfect. Except we're a little too close to that table. So there we go. And then we're going to want a pretty decent sized kitchen. Each one of those is 2. The sinks are 3. So if we have like a cook, like cookers all along there, we need fridges like there. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cookers. It's a lot of cookers, but we're gonna need them. There's a lot of people gonna be in here. I may want another set of cookers along here, so that might be cookers. So we're gonna need another set of fridges. And min-maxing this is not really that vitally important. So each one of those is 3 wide, I think. Each one of these sinks. 1, 2, 3, yeah. So that's 3, 3, and 3. That leaves us 1. So 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Okay. So there's plenty of room in this area for things, for cookers and all sorts of things. Do I want a gap in here somewhere? I feel like I do, but I don't know where. They fit so perfectly in there. A gap would eliminate one whole set, but it might make it faster. We'll see. We'll see how it performs. All right. So that takes care of the kitchen, or in the cantina. Laundry, we can use this room here. I'm not against using this for both sets of laundry. The only thing is this is going to, you know, have to be restricted as to who can go over here. The yard for this area might be, it would be good to be like right in here. I need to keep that separate. That's looking pretty good. And I know it was a lot of planning and very little building, but I'm liking that so far. And we still have them getting access to parole and visitation. And we have a separate cantina. The yard we might be able to manage separately as well. So yeah, I'm thinking it's time to start construction. Now, how much is it going to cost for this? Almost 20 grand. Oh, come on. Really? And then we are definitely going to need that to start. I'm seeing where I need to fill stuff in and where stuff can't get filled in. And I want to make sure. Let's see, let's put this in here. And get this in here. Okay. So now it's going to be a tight fit. So let's start the construction here. And I would like rooms, yard. We are going to take some yard away here. Just to make sure they stay away from that. All right. Where are all my workers at? Oh, they're up here. They're up here chopping. So there's a lot of work to be done and a lot of stuff to put in, and I might even have to take a loan out just because it's gonna get pretty sketchy over here. Oh, we found some scissors. Tons and tons of stuff here. Okay. There we go. Somebody's working. All right. Well, that's going to have to do it for this episode, and I thank you for watching, and I will see you next time.